that's the divergence idea that we had talked about, right? Target was hit. When time and price align, it's a good idea. Like I said, even if you don't want to buy, it's better odds probably buying the 83s, 82s than trying to short here, obviously, especially at this time. But you don't have to. I mean, if you just want to take your profits and say, you know, I don't want to go contra, I just want to take my profits, great. You don't have to buy, but you really should have some profits from the short side. We said to finance this trade, if you'd like to take that, better odds. And sometimes you don't have that choice. Maybe you've been out all day at meetings or whatever, and you're coming in, you're looking for a trade. So, but at time and price, you know, at the end of the day like this, just like yesterday, at the end of the day, very rarely will the market close at its high or low. It does occasionally, but that's not the odds. So usually, you know, the later you go into the day and the directional move, the more you want to think, okay, a contra's coming. And that could be strictly a profit-taking move. Doesn't have to be intense buying. But this sign, we saw several signs that maybe time and price were aligning. And one of them was this divergence. You know, we had this low earlier today with some higher volume, and now, you know, we got a lower low, but the volume's lower. So that's a divergence. And if you're looking at your, well, you'd also pointed this out too earlier. I wanted to remind traders that had seen that realistically, it looks like this really dried up pretty well here yesterday. So we wanted to be aware of that today. You know, oftentimes the body of candles tells you that, you know, below it, yeah, we can go here, but it's really dried up, hasn't stayed underneath us quite a bit. So I like today's trade in that it was sneaky Pete. A lot of traders didn't want to short 92, I'm sure, after yesterday. So this was a psychology day. And just a very gentle, controlled pullback. Dynamics worked out. This rotation up here when everybody wants their, you know, 94s or whatever, sure, you know, it could do that. It's been doing that all year. But the pattern that we had noticed was this slipping under every 2 points. So the 96s and, you know, the 92s and the 90s and the 88s. Here's a double at 88. It said if you take one more short today, make sure you keep a tight stop on it. Because these traders will want profits. Not looking for a push, you know, big time like we've had the last couple of days, but I am looking for profit taking from the day's shorts. So if you take one more, you're on your own, manage it, and don't squander your profits for the day. Don't think of this trade as going to be, you know, a gangbusters. I would doubt it. And if you're looking at the angels and demons, this 89, we said let's keep that as resistance. If you take one more trade, use that for your stop. And 84 is the angel. So use the example. If you shorted, say, the 87 zone, make sure you get paid. Because this is a nice rotation. Don't everybody thinking they're out of Dodge. Don't short down here. I said if you took a short up in that 87 region, then just make sure you put a tight stop. Well done. It's a nice day. And what had originally been you can't get through 85 starting to become more accepted at this level as a battle zone, as we talked about. And about a half an hour to go. So whatever you do now, you know, you should look at this as, you know, you've worked all day long and you want to protect whatever you've done. You don't want to work for Walmart all day and then tell them, hey, you know, keep my paycheck. No worries. 84, angel. On this trade, one of the things we're looking at is a double right here, the 88s. And there's a retest of the low.